Okay, so what we're working on is this MOPAR A body. As you see, the door is lined up. The first step in this is to line the door and body panels up. And what I have going on is door's lined up where I want it. I'm going to put the wing window in now. We're replacing the vent channel window felts. If you come up on this, you will see so the door's cut in plum crazy purple, and the top of the door is painted black. I believe that's a gloss black. Rust-Oleum enamel I used. So that's basically a gloss black, wet sanded, and then coat of McGuire's polish. So it's gloss, but not real gloss. It fits the heel nicely the way I want it for the interior. So, like I said, top lip there is cut in plum crazy. Inside the door is black. We're going to put the vent channel felt in and then install the door. I don't really have a video of taking this apart, but anybody has questions on that, I can get them information to a link to a MOPAR forum for A-bodies only. I believe there's detailed instructions how to disassemble the door. I believe I've seen them before. I'm sure they're easy to find. Okay, now we're working on clutter bench. I'm going to take this razor blade, cut this package open, and see what we got inside. First thing we got, oh look, there's the part number. If you look this part number up, I believe it said it's for (029322330-001). If you look this MOPAR part number up, I believe it says, I remember it saying something B-bodies, vans. It didn't say anything about the dart. So when I get it out and we compare it to the old one, it's not going to be an exact match. That's important to know. Anybody out there can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if the correct A-body ones are available or this is it for MOPAR Vent window channel runs. I do believe they will work. We're going to find out. Okay, bag inside a bag. These are the retainers. Very important. You get a good hole cut in the new vent channel so these retainers work properly. FedEx bag, it's still taking it out. Now, I'm going to use the new stuff because I bought it, but I'm pretty sure you can use the old containers if they're not too bad. Mine are 50 years old, so they're getting replaced. Alright, so each one's going to be 2 plastic pieces and metal pieces. 2 plastic pieces and a metal piece. And we will get the vent channel part out. The felt. Ooh. Such a pain. All right, this is a nice new piece of felt. See the new felt. Let's try and get a good, I got a piece of foam here. Oh man. As you see, or maybe this felt is a little longer than the original. I'm going to go ahead and put it on because I believe it will work. If you look at this side of the window, this piece of chrome runs down inside the channel. Look how long that piece of metal is. So the window is not going to go down longer than that black piece of felt on the front of the window where the wing's going to be. So if you see that, I figure it's going to work. We're going to find out. I do want to show you. I want to get the old one off and we're going to compare. But yeah, here's the new one. And if you look, there are no holes. There are no holes drilled or cut into this to run those clips through. See that? There's no holes. I'm going to get the old one off. We're going to look at the holes that are in it, and we're going to poke holes in the new one very carefully and attach it. Okay, so my workbench is a mess. I don't know if anybody else works like this, but I find myself doing it all the time. So what we're going to look at is the retainer. If you look right there is the old retainer, and if you look carefully, it goes through the holes in the window. I'm going to carefully pry it apart. Or actually, wait a minute, I have the right tool for this. There's the toolbox. What's left of my trim tools. Actually, I think I have the right one over. Probably where the passenger door is, but we're going to use this one. Alright, so watch. You carefully do this. We're trying not to. That came apart easy. You see that? Apart easy. So there's the old retainer. That's what it's rusty and old, but that's what it looks like, and it's basically through a hole. There, it just fell out. It's basically through a hole in the old belt that isn't present in the new one. So we're gonna have to bore one. Alright, now where's it out of this? Hopefully you guys aren't getting motion sick. Alright, so it comes apart real easy. You use the right tools. You take your time. Take a hammer and chisel to a window. Shit like that. Alright, so right off. And we'll lay it across the glass here. We'll look at it. So there's the hole that the factory would have bored. Now, it's an oval slotted hole. I do not know yet how that's going to work on our new ones because I'm going to have a tight, like, circular hole. I don't know if this thing's supposed to slide around inside that retainer. We're going to find out. We're going to find out how it works when I'm done. So this may be a total mess way to do it, but we're going to find out. Because how else are you going to put that oval hole in your new ones? You would almost need an oval punch for plastic. So another thing I thought about these, if you were an absolute bind and trying to be cheap, you could probably flock these, like spray them with black paint and dip them in black powder. I don't know, I haven't tried it. That was just one of my brainstorm ideas. But anyway, away with the old. These are the old clips. There's the old clips. As compared to the new. Old versus new. So you can see they're a little different. And like I was saying earlier, I think this kit may be for either a B body or a van, but somehow it's made to work with the A body, or that's what they sold me. It says it'll work with A body. We're gonna find out. Another thing you want to do, clean your window as you go. Make everything clean. Chrome, you might want to get chrome polish the chrome up. This is like restoration while you have it apart, clean everything nice. Okay, one of the things I wanted to show is these are the holes that these clips go into to retain the felt. So the problem is there's no hole in this vent channel felt. And I was gonna, you can, first thing you want to do is, I got this pick to stab a hole in it, right? But it's a little hole, so when you force this you force this through, it's going to run plastic material into this hole and jam it up. And this has to sit up in the hole like that. Like basically that little plastic shoulder right there has this, and then this little plastic shoulder has to go on top of it. Like so. And you squeeze them together. Like that. There's no metal shell. So that whole plastic part has to go through that hole. Alright. So I flipped this window around. Now the holes are on this side. And look at this. You should be able to see there's a curve to it. See, there's a curve. So the glass actually curves in the window track. So the curve goes basically, it matches the chrome over there. So we'll line this up to the edge. And that's how it's going to be. And we're going to poke a hole in it with see if I can do this without being too crazy. Might not be able to do this one-handed, but put that up to the end. Figure where the hole is, just because it's right there. All the way through. If you see that, I am folding the ends over on both sides. And I put my pick all the way through. And I have a hole going all the way through. See that? All the way through. And now I'm going to take the drill bit. The drill bit, give an idea. I believe it goes right through the hole very nicely. It's not exact, but you could go exact size of the hole, not bigger. Let's see what size I have, if I can even. 15/64. 15/64 is what I'm using. Let's see. So as you can see, I'm using hand pressure and I'm using the drill bit to cut, and it went through. I'm going to do it to the other side. So far you poke the hole with the punch or the pick. You can get picks anywhere. You can got the snap-on pick, but you can get them at Harbor Freight, probably $5 or $6 a set. So as you see, a bit of a hole there, bigger. What we don't want is material getting forced into the hole in the glass, because it'll jam up the plastic container. I found that. So let's see what we got. they have the cameras that hold the camera. Okay, so now let's see what we got. Let's see, it goes right up in. And this will go right over. That's what it looks like retained. Now I did it finger pressure. It just snapped into place, and then this will fold back over. Now we're gonna do this. Now this will swing out, right? So I got it in place. It's positioned where I want it. Basically to the edge of the glass where it curves up. And then there's the hole. There's the hole. Put your finger. Get it tight. And then you know. See, push through. Got a hole. Pull it off. Back out. Real quick. Pull this away. Nice sharp drill bit, because drill bit edges are actually cutting edges. They're cut like a knife. You don't need to put this in drill that is thin, so thin and plastic, right? Backside. So coming up through, all right, you see that? You see that? In the hole, so that focus. Should be, you can see the piece of metal right there. That's what you're going to squeeze the other piece over. And then we're going to press. Finger tight. Keep in mind, stuff has to go. And then the hole. So plastic jams up, right? So you have to make sure you don't get crazy with it. Well, I might get pliers on it. All right, so we'll stop. And we'll clean this up again with now remember the holes and the other one were slotted, so I do not know yet how this is going to work. Just popped on. So there we go. Alright, so now looks a little rough, right? Bit of a rough way to do it, but it's on there secure. quick show you how, if I can, I'm going to show you how to put the window on. It just slides right onto the bottom. Real pain in the ass. This thing will be ready to go in the door. It ain't blowing anymore. Clean. So, I'm going to turn it like this. There's the window on the floor. This shit goes crazy, crazy. This, the end of that channel. The end of that channel slides right over this edge. So you're gonna have to like pinch this edge down and feed it up in there. But once it goes, it'll slide right on. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna hang this camera on my neck. Wish me luck. Man, sorry you missed it, but it's in. My battery started cutting out on my phone, camera. So anyway, it is very tight and new. It's very much a pain in the ass to do, but I'll try and show you. You can see up in there how far down the rubber sticks. Below normal, but over here that chrome sticks down further, so the window should work. I don't see any issues with it being, you know, a van felt or a big body felt. The window does go up and down tight. How tight the window goes. Brand new tight, sealed up. Gonna call it a night. We'll get into installing this bad boy. This whole thing's gonna drop into the door in one piece. That's how it goes. If you're trying to do it in pieces, it's not how it goes. It's gonna drop in the door in one piece. Gotta be careful, watch you don't scratch the purple paint and your cut in and your black. So we're gonna put tape on that. And we're gonna drop it in another night. I will film that too. Alright. Hope you guys got something out of this. If you have any questions, you can comment. I will help out any way I can. And we'll see what